in 7.6, we are looking at secants, tangents, and angle measures. So we want to be able to find measures of angles formed by lines intersecting on or inside a circle, and find measures of angles formed by lines intersecting outside the circle. So first of all, a secant is a line touching 2 points on the circle. So yesterday we talked about tangents, today we're talking about secants. So a line touching 2 points on a circle. So the theorem here, if two secants or chords intersect in the interior of a circle, then the measure of an angle formed is 1/2 the sum of the measure of the arcs intercepted by the angle and its vertical angle. So let's see what that means. That means here that this angle is 95 plus y divided by 2. But then note that this is 102, so we would take 180 minus that to give us 102. So let's look a little more at some problems. So we want to find the value of x. Here we would take 130 plus 84 divided by 2 is going to equal x. Solving that out, we will get x to be 107 degrees. Here, we're going to get 97 plus x divided by 2 equals 110. So note here that the arc with our angle is 110, and that equals the arc, and then the vertical angle's arc is that one. So we solve to get x plus 97 equals 220, so we get x to be 123 degrees. This one's a little different. First, we're going to solve for this angle by taking 75 plus 143 divided by 2. So that gives us 109 degrees for this angle here. And note that x and that angle are a linear pair. So we take 180 minus 109, and we get x to be 71 degrees. So the theorem here, if a secant and a tangent intersect at the point of tangency, then the measure of each angle formed is 1/2. So it's 1/2 the measure of its intercepted arc. So that's saying that if this is x, we have a secant line and a tangent line, this angle right here is going to be x divided by 2. So let's find some examples of these. The measure of QPR, that's this angle right here. We have our secant and our tangent. This is 148. So we take 148 divided by 2. So we get to be 74 degrees. Here we want to know what the measure of arc DEF is. We can do this a couple ways. First, we see that this angle here is 64 degrees, which means that this arc is 64 times 2 to give us 128 degrees. And then we can take 360 minus 128 to give us 232 degrees for the other part. All right, we want to find the measure of RQS if the measure of QTS, this arc over here, is 238. So let's do this one. Here, we can find that this angle is going to be 119 by taking 238 divided by 2. And that gives us our 119. And then we note that we have a linear pair here. So we take 180 and subtract 119. And so we get that to be 61 degrees. Another theorem here is if two secants, a secant and a tangent, or two tangents intersect in the exterior of a circle, then the measure of the angle formed is 1/2 the difference, so this time we're doing a difference rather than a sum, of the measures of the intercepted arcs. So what this is saying is that we take the big arc minus the small arc divided by 2 equals our angle. So a couple examples of this. If this arc right here is 102 degrees, that makes the red part 360 minus 102. So we get that to be 258 degrees. And so we take our big arc, our 258, and we subtract 102. We divide by 2. So we get that to be 78 degrees. So angle L there is 78. Here we have, let's call this arc X. So we have our big arc X minus our small arc 95 divided by 2 is going to equal our angle of 56. Solving, we get X minus 95 equals 112. So we get X to be 207 degrees. Last one, we have our big arc, 179, minus our small arc, 71, divided by 2. That equals our angle, so we get 54 degrees. All right, so just a couple. All right, so there's the rest of the notes, and good luck on your homework.